Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to the wonderful Left-Handed Giant, and we're having a look at the Flight Risk, which is, and how amazing does this sound, a raspberry, blueberry and almond oatmeal stout, clocking in at 6.8% ABV. Hops are Bramley Cross and Cascade. Malts are Marisotta, oats, biscuit brown malt, Carafa free, chocolate, crystal and roast barley. Yeast is SO4. Additives are, or adjuncts I should say, are almond essence, blueberry and raspberry. And yeah, in a 440ml can. And a fantastic artwork once again from Left-Handed Giant's resident artist, whose name I've completely forgotten, and I might be thinking of a different designer, but James Yeo, I think it is. I'm not too sure. Links will be, of course, included in the description box, so you can go check out his work, because he's definitely helped give, well, to be honest, Left-Handed Giant produced wonderful beers in the first place, but the artwork has helped just really not only bring an identity to the brewery, but cement them in a beery greatness. So yeah, looking forward to this one. The stouts and dark beers in general from Left-Handed Giant have just been mega. The standout one for me was the, is it Nocturnal Beasts, I think it was called? I'm sure that's the name of the film. But it's the, it's one that I paired donuts with ages ago, brewed in collaboration with the Owl Brewery from Norway, whose name escapes me. Everything's just escaping my brain, it seems, today, so I do apologise about my incoherence. But anyway, we're not here for actual factual information, we're here for a beer review, I suppose. But yeah, lovely stuff, and it just sounds ridiculous. Picked this up from Northern Beer Temple in Wigan, which is probably my favourite bottle shop. And by the way, I'm loving this Mikkeller Beer Club glass, which I got recently. Such a weird shape. It's amazing yet slightly frustrating at the same time that there's a glass shaped like this. Not sure what you'd call that sort of glass, but it just, there's something so satisfying about holding it, especially like this when you're making an offering to the beer gods. But yeah, beer in a glass scent, and that is, it's not really jet black. The lighting doesn't do this beer any favours. You see a sort of like a nice darkish brown tinge around the rim of the glass, but I'm sure if you were to hold it up it might have a slight ruby hue. I mean, it is a very dark beer as you would expect, but I don't think it's a jet black beer. But beer poured with about 2 fingers worth of a nice light beige head, and it's certainly looking the part. So let's give it a bit of a sniffy whiffy. Don't know why I just said that then, but oh well. Oh yeah. Definitely getting the almond in there. You're definitely getting those fruits in there. A little bit of tartness, a little bit of sweetness. Beautiful malt build on the nose. It's really cakey and doughy. It reminds me of sort of like a Black Forest Gatto on the nose. Or a nice chocolate sandwich cake with a really rich, intense jam. Because it's got a really jammy aroma. It smells wonderful. Anyway, hopefully it tastes just as good, if not better than the aroma. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Okay. The fruit element of this, it's not as in your face or as evident as it was on the nose. It's definitely there, especially when you've read what's on the can. You do pick that up. See, berries are my sort of favourite kind of fruit when I very rarely eat fruit, but it's usually dried and then it's got a higher sugar content. But we don't talk about that. But yeah, you definitely get the blueberries there. It's got a subtle tartness to it on the back end. I definitely get that almond extract vibe, because it's not too in your face. It's quite earthy, like an earthy nuttiness. But it complements the berry characters really nicely, with a lovely malt build to back it up. It's not the heaviest of bodies. You wouldn't really expect that most of the time with a 6.8% stout. But it's still got a really nice richness to it. It is a rich stout. It's very cakey. It's very cakey with like a jam centre almost, but it doesn't have that fruity sweetness. Don't know why I keep making this like deformed claw hand gesture when I review beers, but oh well. Getting like a slight fruit winder vibe about it. It's a really good, lovely little beer. Is it the best that I've had from these guys? No, but then again, when you're brewing such a high quality, you know, you're of course going to like other beers more than others. Left-Handed Giant, still a great brewery for me. Yet to be disappointed. Yet to have even a dull beer from these guys. Whether it be a hazy IPA, a Goes beer, or a stout, or whatever. They do a really good job, and they're where they're at now for a reason, and they can only get better from here. So, not the most exciting beer from them, but by far a bad beer. Almost getting like a Cadbury's fruit and nut vibe about it, but with a bit of a darker chocolate, as if they've used that Bourneville chocolate. Is it Bourneville the darker? I can't remember what it is. I'm just currently looking at Gavin McGuinness with no t-shirt on. Just an odd sight. Don't ask me what I'm watching. That's for my premium Snapchat audience. But yeah, I like that. Definitely has that chocolate bar with fruit and nut vibe about it. So I think that sums it up nicely, like a dark chocolate. But it doesn't have that fruity jamminess coming through, like that vibrant sweetness you get from berries. Sort of tartness. Lovely earthiness on the back end. Not really getting too much of that Cascade hop. I find a lot of these darker beers and stouts, they'll sometimes have like a really citrusy American hop included in it, and a lot of the time, unless you've read it, you wouldn't know it was there. Maybe there's a subtle resiny vibe about it on the back end. Gives it a little bit of stickiness on the mouth. But yeah, I'm not going to fault it too much. In terms of a rating, it gets about 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to give that one. Artwork is just beautiful though. Need to get myself some good Left-Handed Giant merch. But yeah, so 7.5. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What's some of your favourite Left-Handed Giant beers? What's some of your favourite beers that sound like this? I've reviewed a few now on the channel. Not sure if I've created a playlist for them now. But if I have and I remember to, I'll put that link down below. Check out Northern Beer Temple. Check out Left-Handed Giant. Check out the designer as well, because he does some absolutely beautiful work for Left-Handed Giant. And yeah, if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their links will be included down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers, guys.